G'day guys, how you going? It's Isky here. Thought I'd pull the camera out and do a video. I just got given this. It's a dishwasher. Normally I don't do dishwashers. I hate dishwashers. Well, no, I love dishwashers. I've actually got my first dishwasher probably 12 months ago. I found it at the dump and I repaired it myself, and I love it. I can't live without a dishwasher now. So yeah, it's awesome. But the thing is, I actually just got given this. It was given to me by a neighbour 2 doors down, and it's a Meile, and that's the only reason I decided, yes, I'll have it. It's a Meile. Not to mention, he did say the only thing wrong with it is that it's just leaking. So that could be an easy fix. The thing is, I will be doing some home renovations to my kitchen, especially. I'm doing a new kitchen fairly soon. So I thought I definitely will want to put a dishwasher in my kitchen. I have a deck outside that has an outside kitchen as well, and I already have it's a Bosch, it's a stainless steel Bosch that I found at the dump, and I fixed that myself, and I love it. It's so good. So I'm thinking inside the house, in my real kitchen, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a dishwasher. So this is a good thing. It's only 10 years old, which to me is still like a new machine as far as Meiles are concerned, at least. These things, the Meiles, normally last up to 20 years or more. So it's going to be good. I'm going to try and fix this. We're going to try and do it now, find this leak and identify the problem and see if it's something we can just, fix. My mum and dad just got a Meile dishwasher exactly like this, actually. So if I can learn something about these machines, then hopefully I might be able to fix any problems that they have with their machine in the future as well. So what I'm thinking is I am going to set you back here, and I might actually run it. How about we just run it and see what's going on, see if we actually see some water coming out of it, or if we're just going to get an error code that suggests there's a leak. So I've got it hooked up to the tap. I'll just turn that on, hit the power. Alright, it's making a noise, so maybe it might actually already be in play mode. I'm not sure. That's what happens with these dishwashers, I find. It's very difficult once you've actually started a cycle to kind of end the cycle. You can turn the machine off, but when you turn it back on, same thing. Okay, no, it's actually filling up now. There we go. 2 hours, 42 minutes. That's a long cycle, isn't it? Actually, that's exactly the same as the cycle time on my Bosch. I didn't actually have to hit that start button, so anyway, I'll let this run and I'll bring this back. Oh, it has a leak. I can see it now. We get back here. There you go. Look at that. We've got water coming out. Yeah, and the machine seems to be, sounds like it's working okay. Oh, look at that. You can actually see it pouring out from there, and it's coming out really strong as well. It's just flooding. Alright, so I'm going to turn this off. Let's see if we can stop it from here, eh? Is that going to stop it? Yeah, that stopped it. Alright, let's set you back. I'm going to set up, get some tools, and see if we can open it up for a start. First of all, I'm going to unplug it. Man, that's a leak. It's like something's come undone. Alright. Ah, there's a big leak. Wow. I would be surprised if a hose has come off, to be honest with you. Right, I'm just going to get a towel and mop that up because I want to put this on its back. Okay, alright, you're still with me? Alright, so I think the idea with these Meile dishwashers is that you get to them by taking the bottom off. I'm not sure how to do that, but let's see if we can work it out, eh? Can we take this off? Normally you can take this skirting thing off. I might need a screwdriver to wedge that out. Let's see if this is going to help. In fact, I might actually lean it on its back now. Let's see what's going on, eh? Get you guys looking. There we go. Let's just have a look inside first. All right. Okay. Let's have a look at this. In fact, I don't even know if we need... Yes, we do need to take this off. I'm fairly sure we have to take this off. In fact, it looks like somebody may have already tried to take this off. I'm looking at a screw that's actually halfway out, so that's okay. Alright, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. So, just having a look here, this is what this skirting board part looks like. It looks as though we might have to kind of push this down and lift it up, but we have to do it to all of these tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just sit you there and see if we can pry this off, eh? There's a bit of rust on the bottom of this. Come on. There we go. Is that going to come off? Come on. Play nice. You know what? I'm actually not convinced I even need to take this off. If we have a look at this, this is the screw that I'm trying to get to, right? One there, and one, let me see if I can angle you down, one there, it's pretty rusted. Now, I thought I would have to actually take this off to get the, it's a Torx bit, to get the bit in there from this angle. But I actually have one of those, like Allen key L type Torx bits. I think we might be able to actually take those off using that. We might get lucky, so I'm just gonna, actually I think it's in here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Will this work? As long as I've got the right one. I think I may have misplaced it. Alright, so let's just see if this one fits. And that is too big. Let me see what else I got. Listen, I've got this. It's not an L bit. I'm just going to stick that in my driver and see if I can actually get it in there without taking this bit of skirting off. I'll set you back here. Don't like my chances because of this. This foot is in the way. Screw that in a bit. Oh, here we go. It's coming out. Excellent. One. See if we can get this rusty one out. Oh, come on. No, I need to get this off. Don't know how to get this off. Listen, I'm just going to do some YouTubing and see if somebody's done this already. Okay, so I'm back. I looked all over YouTube. There's people doing repairs on these things, but no one actually shows you how to take this thing off. They just say, simply just remove the kick panel. And that is just on almost all the videos that I've seen. So it looks like we're going to have to work this out ourselves. And anyway, listen, I've just gone to get a torch because I need to. I'm hoping that nobody else has taken the doors or the sides off. But what I just noticed is, can you see these tabs in there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm thinking that maybe if we push those in as well, that might release this panel. So let's give that a shot. I don't know how you're supposed to do it 4 at a time, but let's just mess around and see if we get somewhere. I'm just going to set you up here this time because otherwise the camera's in the sun and it'll overheat. So it is part of this thing. Oh, you know what I might have to do? Let's put this back down, clip it down, and then push these things, I think. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. All right, so now we should be able to just pull this off like that. Get that one past. Oh. Okay. So, there you go, YouTube. That's how you get the kick panel off. All right. Now, let's have a look. So, we got to get to these. Well, I've already taken that one out. We got to get to this one, I think. So, I'm not sure how to get past this. Maybe we'll have to take this one off. Or maybe we have to take this entire part off as well. Oh, no, that'd be part of the whole bottom section, wouldn't it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Listen, I'll just set you back here. I'll do some investigating and I'll let you know. Okay, yes. Worked it out. I've worked it out already. Okay, so this entire section, by the looks of things, has to come out. And to do that, it looks like there's another Torx bit just down there. There's actually, yeah, just one Torx bit holding that in. And there's another screw below, but that's on the other side. And there's a Torx bit there. So let's just undo that and see how we go. Oops. And I have just hit the wrong button on my gimbal. Gotcha. Okay, sorry about that. My gimbal just backed out. So now I am just going to, and you're not going to believe this, but my bit's too small. Short, I should say. I've got another tool that I use sometimes, and that is this thing. You can actually put bits in, so that should help us. Okay, there's one. Oh, it's a really long screw. Look at that. Can you see that? It's pretty long. Alright, so we'll stick that back in there. The same there. Alright, so hopefully, let's set you back here. Stuff the sun. If the camera's going to overheat, it overheats. We'll just start again. Awesome. Now let me see if I can just lift this out. There we go. Gotcha. Let's just put that there. Now we have access to that screw. We've already taken that screw out, so we'll take that one out now, and then I think we have to undo that screw there as well as that screw there, and the bottom should actually fall out, is what I'm thinking. I'll set you back up here. All right. Use my trusty DeWalt this time. I found this at the dump. In fact, I found a bag of DeWalt power tools at the dump, cordless, which was a great find. Now, let's see if we can pull this off. Do you think there's going to be anything that jumps out at us straight away? Whoa. Look at that. Look how rusty that is. It's definitely seen some leaks. This here is our float. In fact, I think that is stuffed. This is what normally triggers your the leaking error switch, because this is made of foam. When you get a leak and it fills up down here on the drip tray, or whatever you call this tray, fills with water, this starts to rise and triggers a switch. You can hear it. But I think this was probably a little bit kind of stuck, not really doing anything. Anyway, let's see if we can pull this off. Oh, whoa. That's pretty bad. Man. Alright, let's have a look. What was it? There's definitely something coming out of whatever this thing is here. I can feel the water there. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's an easy hose fix. It's got to be something else. So, I'm just going to move you back and see if I can get a closer look with my eyes. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is prop this up on a couple of bricks or something and turn it on and play it and just see where this water's coming from. I don't think it's actually coming out of that part. It is actually passing it, and I think it's actually rusted this screw here, but I don't know if it's actually coming out of there. I am going to do exactly what I just said. I'm going to see if I can prop this up and turn on the water and see what happens, hey? Okay. This sounds a little stupid, but I've got these, I actually have these mags. I'll see if I can, they're nice height. If I can actually lie these down. I was going to use 4, but I think I only need 2, one on each side. Come on. There we go. Actually, I did it. That's solid. Okay, I'm just going to hook this. What are you guys looking at? So there you go, you can see what I've done. Had those on the driveway. May as well just use them. At least I've got a really nice height to get my head underneath now and see what's going on. Okay, I'm just going to hook up the water. Alright, where am I going to put you guys so you can see what I'm doing? Because I'm going to be looking at this thing from the back, I think. So if I come over here, oh, look at that water just pouring out of there. It's actually dripping pretty hard. Let me just grab my torch and just have a quick look up there now. Oh, I know what it is. Are you serious? Is that all the problem is? I know what it is. Now, did this happen? Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. You see the hose? That, now, is that the problem? I don't know if that is the problem, you know. Did that just happen when they pulled this unit out? I'm not certain. What is that? So that is the drainage hose. Huh, okay, what can I do? Alright, so I don't have any drainage hoses for a Meile dishwasher. I do have other drainage hoses for, I think, Bosch dishwashers. So let's go and grab one of those and see if it's the same size and see if we can actually install that, put that in and see if we've... Well, I don't think that can't be the problem, right? Maybe it is. I doubt it though. Anyway, let's see how lucky we're going to get. I'm just going to leave you here. I'm just going to go and see if I can find a hose. Okay, I'm back. Now I'll show you what I've found. Let's just throw that one on the ground. Now that there is from a Bosch. Now I had a look, I stuck my head underneath this machine and it looks like it's got an elbow at the end, so I don't think this is going to work. So what I also grabbed was that there. That's a washing machine. That's a washing machine drainage hose. I've got hundreds of them, different types. And it does have this particular kind of, you know, elbow end. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to lay this back on its back and see how we can actually connect that up and take it from there. And I'll try to do another wash. Not a wash, another, yeah, well, a dishwash, I guess. And see if we got a leak. Because, yeah, that's interesting, eh? Awesome. Okay, let's set this back on its back. We're going to get some rain by the sound of things. So it's interesting. Did that happen? as you know, as a result of them pulling this out of the kitchen. It seems odd. It seems like a really strange, it looks like it's been crushed. So let's have a look at this. So this is the hose here. Yeah, that just looks like the hose that I just showed you. I think that, yeah, that's definitely the hose. So let's have a look at the end of this hose. Is it about the same size? Will it fit on? I think that might work. Listen, I'm just going to install it. I don't think I'm going to pull this out and put it in properly, not just yet. Actually, it may not be a problem. I might do that. Listen, I might just see if there's any other problems first. But yeah, just looking at this, that's wet. That feels like there was water there, but having said that, that actually feels like it's pretty close to the pan, where the pan would be. So if the water is actually coming back inside onto the drip tray, this screw here, that is actually rusty. That's probably why it's rusty. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is actually disconnect this and see if I can, see if this other hose will fit. Let's have a look, get some pliers. This is definitely unplugged, awesome. Let's pull that out. There we go. Now let's just, for fun, see how this one goes. I'm just going to pull this clamp off for a start. It's a bit inferior. Let's see if that fits. That fits very nicely, actually. It does fit very nicely. Okay, so that's interesting. So I'm just going to go back and see if I can find a hose that is white, because if I can find a white hose, I'd rather use a white hose. Doesn't really matter, but hey, if there's a white hose there, let's use a white hose. Now that I know actually the diameter of the end here, I'll go down and compare it to a few others that I have. Actually, you guys can come. This looks like it might be a bit of a quick repair, so let's go down. We'll just walk through into my showroom. If you don't know, I actually make women's steel-boned corsetry for a living. And through here, which is actually very dark. Hey Google, turn on the cinema lights. This is a home cinema that I'm building. If the lights come on. There you go. You can see this is my home cinema. I'm kind of building that at the moment. Doing it on YouTube. If you're into all of this kind of stuff, hit that subscribe. But what we want to do is get, this is just stopping the light from coming through. So if we get through here, you can see all the washing machine stuff that I have over here. And here are some of these hoses I was talking about. So I just got to see if there is a white one. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think you can get them in white. I can't ever remember seeing a white drainage hose from a washing machine. Maybe an LG top loader had them, but you know what? I think this might be the best we're going to get. In fact, what I might do is just have another look for another hose like this that is a little bit more flexible. That one's pretty stiff. This is very flexible. What kind of bottom does that have? That might work. Sorry, there's no light in here. That might work. I might pull that out and take it up there. Okay. What else have we got? So this is the same thing, I think. But yeah, there's no elbow on that. We don't want that. What's this one? Is that like the one we just pulled out? It does look a bit like it. Just leave that one there. That's the same. Sorry about this dodgy camera work. I'll probably not even put this in my video. I might pull this one out as well. Alright, so that's a few. That's a few. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think we're going to find a white one. But it doesn't matter. You don't see them anyway, do you? Right, let's take these back up into the carport. Oops. Alright, so out the door we go. Let's just sit you back here. So yeah, to be honest, I do see Meile machines at the dump. Occasionally it wouldn't be difficult to actually grab a Meile machine at the dump and just use that. Yeah, pull the hose out of that. But let's see if we can actually make sure that this is the problem. So let me just see, is that the same? It's the same size. Okay, so they've actually got a bit of a cutout there. Right, I'm just going to... What are you guys seeing? Let's see. Awesome, that should do. Now I am just going to connect this up, use the clamp that's actually on the hose. I think that should be fine. Can you see what they've done? On this hose here, they actually notch it out so that it can get past, get a bit more height, get past this bit of plastic. But I'm not going to do that, not just yet at least. I might do it later. We just want to see once this is hooked up whether this dishwasher is going to play nice and not leak anymore. Okay, so that is hoses on. Let me just take that clamp all the way up. I'll twist it around so it's pointing to the back. I'm not going to go through this bit down here yet. I'm actually going to lift this back onto these rims and just do a test cycle and see what happens. Be nice if it just worked and it didn't leak. Hopefully that's what's going to happen, because I can't see anywhere else that it could be leaking. Gee, these rims are really cool. I grab these at the dump at the metal section every now and then because I collect them, and when I hit about 70 rims, I take them to the scrappers and I get about 1,500 bucks for them. And it doesn't take long to get 70 rims. Okay, I'm just going to connect the water to the tap now. So yeah, I might have to keep a couple of these rims hanging around because they're actually quite handy. I normally use bricks, but they're not high enough. Alright, so before I do anything more, I am just going to pop my head underneath there and make sure that these rims aren't putting pressure on anything that we don't want them to put pressure on. No, that side's good and this side is perfect, so that's a good thing. Awesome. Okay, so I'm happy to actually plug this in, but before I do that, I'll show you what I've done here. You can see here, this is our water inlet that's connected now, and this hose here is our drainage hose. We are bypassing this one, and this here is now actually going to drain. So that's basically going into my stormwater. No, not stormwater, sewage. where it should be going. Okay, so I'm just going to set you back here. We'll turn it on and see what happens. Please work and please don't have any leaks. Okay. I'm just going to pop my head underneath there now. Okay, it's filling up. So far, so good. It's looking really good, guys. There's no leaks so far. Man, I hope this is all that needs to be done, because that's a simple fix. We'll do it correctly. We'll actually, you know, pull that where it's supposed to go through the machine. We'll do that nicely. See if we can get underneath here and show you. I don't think I can, but no, I can't get any lower than this because my gimbal's too big. But it's working. Oh, hang on. I can see a leak. I can see it drip. I can see it dripping. Okay. Now, let me have a look. I'm going to have to get back behind this machine and actually identify where I can see this drip. There's definitely a drip. It's a slow drip. Have a look. Can you see that coming down? Just there it is. Now let me see if I can work out where that's coming from. Oh yeah, I can see it. It's basically from where that screw is I was telling you about. That's rusty. Whatever this thing is called, that's what it is. I think what I'll do next time is actually, I think I will actually lay it on its front next time. Interesting. I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure we're going to find out. Okay. I'm going to lay this on its front. I'm going to have to get rid of the water first, lay it on its front and show you what it is. Okay, I'm back. So I was doing a bit of research trying to find out what that little part was, and I came outside just to check up on this, and I heard it sounded like the pump was really dodgy. It sounded like the impeller was loose, and then it had stopped. And it has this F11 code, so I'm going to go and Google that and see what that is. But it looks like this machine has a little more wrong with it than I actually was told. So I think it's still worth holding on to try and get it fixed, especially if I pick up one at the tip. Just use the parts out of that for this. And I do see these maybe once every couple of weeks, 3 weeks, and I go to the dump all the time. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go and Google this F11 now and see what it is. I'm thinking it's probably a pump issue. The pump is stuffed because it sounded sick. The impeller just sounded like it was rattling in there. I hear that all the time with washing machines, and they do need to be replaced. So let's see what that means. Okay, so I worked out, did a bit of Googling. So F11 means it's not draining away correctly. So that's exactly what we were hoping for. It kind of means that it sounds like the pump is stuffed. So yeah, it's a good thing. I was thinking, hey, you know, if there's a couple of pumps in this thing, there's a heat pump, and I think it's like a circulating pump. If it's that's a bit of a nightmare, and I'd probably turf this thing if that was the problem. But if it's just a simple drainage pump, I think it's probably worth investigating and fixing that. So yeah, anyway, listen, I'm just going to pull this out here because you can actually, well, in the Bosch machines at least, you can actually get to the impeller of the pump through here. So let me just see how I think this should come up. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Now I think it would be here. That looks like where the impeller would be. So this has to come up somehow. There, it looks like there's a clip, that clip there. I'd say that. Oh, there you go. That's kind of, there we go. That's out of the way. Oh yeah, there's a ball bearing in there. That's supposed to always be seated down. But can I see an impeller? In fact, before I do anything, I might just I haven't unplugged this thing. Okay, she's unplugged. Not that it would matter. Alright, so let me just stick my finger in. Is there any more? Oh, here we go. I have to pull that off. Okay. Now, you guys probably, oh, you might see it. You see there's an impeller down there? This bit here, let's see what happens when I move that. It feels very loose, but there still is a bit of friction to it. I'm just turning it with my finger. It's turning fine. I don't know, I wouldn't have thought that that was too loose, but it sounds really loose when the pump's trying to pump the water out. In fact, I will see if I can get that to do it again. Just kind of set you guys back here. Hang on. I'm going to kind of see if I can put this back together now. I think that just went over that like that. And this here went on. Come on. There we go. That seems to be on beautifully now. It's a lot less hassle getting that off than it is on the Bosch machines, that's for sure. Okay, let's just pop this back in. Okay, stick that on. That's spinning nicely. Put you back there. I'm just going to set you back up on my toolbox here, and we'll push this back in. Okay. Now listen, now that I've unplugged it, let's see if I plug it back in. So let's just see if it resumes from where it left off before. Will it bring up the... No, it's just going to start again by the looks of things. So I'm just going to hit start. Yeah, so I'm going to try and be present here. Like I literally walked outside at the tail end of the machine closing down. So it'll be quite it'll be good to actually hear this noise. I'll show you, see if we can get it on camera. But at the moment it's filling up. Shouldn't take too long to fill up. You can't actually hear the water going in because it's already full, because it didn't drain out properly before. Okay, I'm going to come out around this side again. Let's have a look. We seeing any dripping yet? No more dripping, not yet. So we've got two issues what we have to fix. We've got to fix that pump, and whatever that part is that's dripping. Yeah, it seems to be when it's circulating, the water, that's when the dripping really starts. I just don't know what this part is called. That's what I'm trying to find out at the moment. So what I wanted to do is find out what the model of this machine was, so I can Google that and just have a look at some parts lists. Okay, it says mod, I guess, G1220 SC, that might be it. So I'm just going to go and Google some of these numbers that I'm looking at. Okay, well there you go. She's got more problems than what I was originally led to believe. Yeah, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do with it now? Well, listen, I'm just going to stick to my original plan. I think it's worth holding on to and fixing. The best part about doing these repairs is if you actually know what the problem is, you're home and hosed basically. And if you're like me and you see these things, you know, on a regular basis at the dump, I'm just going to grab one at the dump and fix it. I must see one maybe 3 weeks to 4 weeks, every 3 to 4 weeks. So it's not going to take long to get one. And I can also look on Gumtree or Facebook Marketplace. You do see people who, you know, give these things away when they break down, and that's another option. But to be honest, I think I'll be getting it from the dump. But listen, I don't think I'm going to do that in this video. I think this is going to be a two-parter, sorry. But yeah, at least we identified the problem in this video. You might have learned something, I don't know. I actually learned quite a bit, to be honest with you. Hey, listen, we learned how to take these, you know, kick things off or whatever they're called. So that's a good thing. When it comes time to getting into this machine again, it's going to be a whole lot simpler. But yeah, so listen, I'm sorry I couldn't fix it in this video. We can't fix them all. But if you want to subscribe, I will definitely fix it. I will definitely fix it, and it will probably be fixed, you know, sooner rather than later. Because I want to get this fixed, put away or put upstairs somewhere so I can make room and actually start doing videos of me working on my 1961 VW Carmen gear, because that's gonna be happening. I really want to do that, but I need to make some space. But that's it for this one, guys. Like I said, I'm definitely going to fix this machine. I'll fix it once I get another machine, probably in the next month or two. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.